welcome back to another day of living in the new house. It is all stations go. Papa has turned up and he has helped me now clear this room, and we have sander pretty much prepped and ready to go, so we're going to be giving that a go. All the tools and everything else have been moved back into here. Elizabeth is busy beavering away, removing all the horrible work that the plasterer did. No idea who did that, but we should probably fire them. Plumber man Alex is also here looking at pipes, so I want to run downstairs quickly and show you that we now have gas on the hob. We have fire. Yes. So yeah, we now have working oven, we have working gas, we have TV, and I'm about to go make a load of noise and dust and have a go with this wall, so I'm going to see how it works out. So straight into time-lapse mode. The verdict. Brian's first plastering on the ceiling is too undulating, and I think I'm going to be better re-skimming the ceiling, so that's going to be going into another day. So what we're going to get on with instead is actually cutting all the expanding foam back from around the window and getting that sheet of plasterboard stuck above the window, so at least we are continuing to progress. But yeah, ceiling, we're going to have to re-skim. That's the only way to get it level enough. Many hours have passed since the cutting of that foam, because we've hit some issues. It's been a challenging day, so I'm going to recap them all through now. I need to take some time to process what those issues are and work through them. So first of all, we know about the ceiling from earlier in the vlog, where it's still a bit bobbly. We're going to have to re-skim it. Cool, aware, over that one. Elizabeth and my father have cleaned around the window, so they've removed all the plastic from there, so that's nice and clean now. Alex has managed to come drop these pipes in. We had to take this stud work out, unfortunately, though, to be able to drop that back in, so that turned into a bit more of a faff. That's kind of where then the problem started. So, when I first did my plastering around this window, I put these corner beads in. And in my inexperience and naivety and worrying about how long it was going to take for the plaster to go off, I kind of just assumed the window was square. It's not. So Alex sort of came to line up where the radiator was going to do, and he wanted to make it square off this wall. But as you'll see with this line, which is square and is running out as you go up, this corner bead is not square, and then this one is actually even worse. This one's out by nearly I think it's 3/4 of an inch all the way up, and if you actually take a step back, you can sort of kind of see it in the wall. What Alex is saying is that he says if he mounts that radiator square, which you would do, you would expect him to do, it's going to make the window look really out when you do that. So he has recommended that actually we probably need to rip those corner beads off and reseat them square again. But what you'll see is that my lovely nice plastered wall, it's going to take a beating if we do that. So I need to go and contemplate that one and question my life choices and what's going on with it. And basically this top corner is going to have to be pulled out like that, and I think this bottom corner's got to be pulled out like that. What he'll say is even more noticeable is actually when we tile, it's going to make it look really bad. You'll really notice it with the tile lines and everything. So yeah, kind of a pain point, that one. I'm not too happy about it, but I think it's probably something we're going to have to go resolve. So that was issue number one. Issue number two is, you'll notice we had the line on the wall where we were going to put the dials in, and we sort of looked at the issue with the, so you would have seen, if I've got it to hand, wherever it's gone walkabout, so I'll go find it somewhere, there is a backing plate which the dials mount into that looks a bit like this. Now, for those people that are newer to the vlog and haven't seen some of the other shenanigans, we were originally just going to have the shower. So this was the correct backing plate, because you had, oh look, hello, you can see me in it. This was the correct backing plate, so you had two dials that was to go into there. One was the controller for the temperature and the on-off. The other one was the selecting which mode you were going to do, whether we can use the rainfall, whether you're going to use the waterfall, or whether you're going to use the handheld for the shower. When we then found the shower tray issues, we then had to get the bath unit, and because we'd already bought the pump and everything and it was outside the return period, we bought a secondary pump, which is a single outlet one, which has its own separate dial. So 3 dials, 2 holes. Problem. Now, Milano spares, hard to get hold of. Can I find a 3-dial plate? No. I have now emailed the big bathroom shop people and said, can you get me one of these? How much are you going to charge me? For the vlog that's actually just gone out today, you would have seen that they were trying to charge me £71 just for the cable alone. So, Lord knows what they're going to go charge me for this. I've been trying to look at some second-hand or some other supplies just to see what that's going to cost me. But that's going to be a bit of a pain. So, the option we thought we would do is what we would just do, because you can do this with these dials, is actually just put the dials straight in the wall. No backing plate. Problem with doing that is, one, there isn't much give. You've got to get the holes absolutely cock on. It also means I then have to cut the holes for the tiles absolutely cock on, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the backside. What it also means is that on the back of the dials, if I can find one of those, there's a little screw plate which mounts onto the back of that plate. So you'll see on there, that white section is what would normally mount onto the back of that plate, and you would just drill the hole large enough and then the plate sort of covers the hole in the back of the wall. Unfortunately, if you don't use the plate, that screw plate has to go on the inside of the wall, which then means you can't easily actually remove all the dials from the wall without going through the back side of the wall, which would probably then mean we need an access hatch, which I really don't want to do inside of that bedroom. So we're kind of at the stopping point where we can't drill the holes because we don't know what size hole we want to do. Ideally, I want to get a backing plate. I can't find a backing plate, so I may end up getting rinsed by the big bathroom shop people for a very expensive backing plate. Or we go down the route, which is where we were entirely considering. Actually, we either get a stainless steel plate that looks close enough, or we actually try and get a chrome plating company to actually chrome plate something for us that we've made to size that works. All of that prevents everything we were planning to try and do. So that was another issue. There is one more issue that I need to walk you through. So it's been quite a taxing day. And to show you that one, I actually need to head outside. So let's go out there. So for anybody living in the UK, we've had storm number 4 of the season roll through. Well, I've been calling it Deborah Meaden, but I think it's called Dara or something like that, but I keep forgetting what it's called. So for now, it's called Storm Deborah Meaden. You will notice there's some flotsam and jetsam that have appeared in the garden. This stuff, not too worried about. It was just bits of offcuts of metal we had flying around everywhere. No, that's fallen over as well, which thankfully has survived, so that's good. Yes, there's bits of flotsam jetsams I'm not too worried about. But this particular piece over here is a concern, because I recognise it. Can you guess what it's from? And I'm going to pan up to the roof up there. Oh dear, some of the flashing has fallen off the roof, including those couple of other panels. So at some point, we now have another thing we now need to go fix. In one additional piece of no progress news as well, Alex bought these clips to fit the gas pipe to run up into the loft. And the clips are also the wrong size as well. So that was another job that didn't get done. So all in all today, not been a very good one, if I'm being completely honest. So what I think I'm going to do is console myself around our newly functioning gas hob and get some heat in, he says. Please work. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Console myself around our newly lovely functioning gas hob and try and process what's just happened and come up with a bit of a plan of action. Hello there! Travel and editing grind. I am on the road while editing the vlog that's supposed to be going out today. We've just gone and seen some of the family and had a nice sort of cafe day out, having a catch up with the cousins, the nans, the uncles, the aunts and the fathers. So it's been quite a nice day. Safe to say it was much better than the day that happened in this vlog. Many things went wrong, but I'm pleased to report that at least some of those issues we have now rectified, speaking as Ryan from the future. But anyway, if you want to see how we want to fix those,
in half a mile, slight right onto the slip road to A14.
Currently going off. But hopefully you'll tune into those vlogs and hopefully see how we rectify those issues. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Happy hunting, and we will catch you all in tomorrow's vlog.